I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep. The movement was begun 8 months ago by a small group of scientists who discovered, quite by accident, these signals being sent through. The poor and the underclass are growing. Racial justice and human rights are non-existent. They have created a repressive society, and we are their unwitting accomplices. Their intention to rule rests with the annihilation of consciousness. We have been lulled into a trance. They have made us indifferent to ourselves, to others. We are focused only on our own gain. Please understand, they are safe as long as they are not discovered. That is their primary method of survival. Keep us asleep, keep us selfish, keep us sedated.
The world as we know it has been built on a lie. For decades, no centuries, humanity has been lulled into a kind of waking sleep. A trance that tells us this is normal, to live under governments that don't serve, to work jobs that deplete us, to breathe air filled with poison and call it progress, to be disconnected from one another and from the earth, all in the name of so-called civilization. But beneath the surface of everyday life, many feel it. That uncomfortable sensation that something isn't right, that behind the noise of the media, the gloss of entertainment and the shallow promises of politics, something hidden pulls the strings. It's a veil not just of deception, but of design. A manufactured dream made to keep us asleep. They live, we sleep. That phrase, born from a film and etched into the minds of those who still question, wasn't fiction. It was a warning, a truth coded in story, that a select few shape reality, while the many are pacified, distracted, and programmed to obey. Whether these architects of illusion are corporations, governments, or forces far more cryptic, it hardly matters. What matters is the result, a world out of alignment with its original purpose. In this world, growth is measured by the destruction of ecosystems. Intelligence is judged by technological domination. Progress is celebrated even as the soul of humanity erodes in silence. Governments are no longer custodians of truth, but custodians of control. They legalize what should be questioned, normalize what should be healed, and ignore what truly matters. They promote what corrupts the mind and spirit, all while speaking in languages detached from the heartbeat of the people. This is not leadership, it is orchestration. Politicians speak of economy, growth, and globalization. But what about character? What about the soul of a people? What about dignity, compassion, and the spiritual integrity of future generations? These are the true cornerstones of any sustainable society, but they've been buried beneath a mountain of numbers, policies, and media spins. We are told that we are advancing, but advancing toward what? Toward artificial intelligence, while we forget natural intelligence. Toward machines that mimic life, while we destroy the actual living systems that sustain us. Our greatest minds build skyscrapers and surveillance systems, but can no longer hear the wind, feel the soil, or understand the language of the trees. This is not evolution. It is devolution, masked as innovation. The common person, when asked what they would do if given power, often speaks from the heart. Feed the poor, end the wars, clean the earth, and unite the people. They do not dream of empires or data markets. They long for peace, for harmony, for a return to something real. Yet their voices are silenced, overshadowed by polished figures in suits, performing a theatre of governance that serves everything except the people. And still, life carries on, as if nothing is wrong. But everything is wrong. We didn't need this kind of political system. The very design of it removes power from the people and replaces it with hierarchy, division, and illusion. Each nation fragments the global family into competition and mistrust. Dozens of agencies, committees, and layers of red tape, when all that was truly needed was unity. No political parties, no divided interests, just one unified body, truly aligned with the interests of the people, with power concentrated where it belongs, among the people. Humanity was never meant to be ruled. It was meant to be guided, nurtured, and awakened. You cannot build a world unless you know why you are building it. And the builders of this modern world had no sacred purpose. They were guided by greed, not wisdom, by ego, not truth, by temporary profit, not eternal principle. The result is a world in chaos, a planet hemorrhaging, and a species that has forgotten itself. If the foundation is false, the structure must fall. And the current system has failed, dismally. It has failed to protect the Earth. It has failed to protect the innocent. It has failed to deliver meaning, connection, or purpose. It has failed because it never understood what true growth is. True growth begins with healing, with restoring the connection between human beings and the source of life itself, with removing the rot from the roots before trying to paint the leaves, with rebuilding culture from the spirit outward, not the other way around. If there is to be a future, it will not be born from political reform. It will be born from spiritual revolution, from remembering who we truly are, from rejecting the illusion and returning to truth. This is the moment. The Earth is calling. The dream must end. The sleepers must wake. The truth must rise. Not for anger, not for vengeance, but for restoration, for remembrance, for wholeness. Because what humanity longs for, a world without racism, without poverty, without hierarchy or illusion, is not a fantasy. It is a memory, and it is time we remember.